Guys, this is Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and right now we are going to check out the fall of Kamala Harris. What do I mean by fall? Well, she's literally fallen. I mean, if you take a look at Real Clear Politics, polling average, basically they get the last polls from the last week, right, and average it together every day. So as you can see, orange is Kamala Harris, and now, right after her second debate, she shot up all the way. She was at 7% before, and then she shot up all the way to 15%, as high as 15.2%. And she was even in second place for a good few days. Because, well, she had, actually, first debate, she had done very well in the first debate, and she went, oh god, she really peaked. She more than doubled. She almost tripled. Because she was at 7% before, then she had the 15.2%, and she was actually in second place for a few days. Next thing you know, as we all expected, it was just a brief peak. She goes down to, because Warren starts trending up, so Kamala Harris goes down to fourth place, and we're just like, okay, it's fine. She gets to 12%, we're like, okay, it's fine, no big deal. Then when she goes all the way to 10%, we're like, alright, something is happening. She just lost a third of her support, and now, over time, she's gotten even lower, and she is currently polling at 4.6%. 4.6%. She is literally polling lower than Pete Buttigieg. So right now, it's the classic, like, and earlier this year, the classic was always, the classic times were Joe Biden first, Bernie Sanders second, Beto O'Rourke third. Right? And then usually you either had, Warren or Booker in fourth. Sometimes Warren would be in fifth and Booker would be in fourth and vice versa. And now, Cory Booker's also had a downfall. He was polling at about, 4% before. Now he's at 1.5, 1.4. In the last, he was staying at 2% for 2.8% for a while. Between 2 and 3%. And then he just went down in the last few days, so maybe I should make a video on him. Who else has gone down? Beto O'Rourke. He was also polling in third. He was in third place at the beginning. Then Kamala surpassed him, and she got to third for a few weeks, or rather a month. Beto officially announces his run. He goes third, and he was at 9.5%. Now he's at 2.2%. So clearly, he's gone down. Booker's gone down. To a lesser extent, Klobuchar has gone down. Warren has gone up. Pete Buttigieg has gone up, but kind of stalled recently. Harris has she's had the worst downfall because, look at this. It's like an actual roller coaster ride. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see here. She has a major rise. In a few days, she goes this high up. By this trend, we would have thought she would get in first place, but she goes up, gets a bit down, and then keeps going, and she's actually passed Pete Buttigieg. I remember I was like, yeah, she'll keep going down, but come on, Pete Buttigieg is not going to pass her. But he did. Or rather, he didn't pass her, it's more that she went below him. So, I hear many people say, oh yeah, Joe Biden should drop out, which I disagree with. Because I understand that he has gaffes, he doesn't do well in debates, but still, if you're in first place, you have no reason to drop out. With Kamala Harris, I'm surprised nobody's really saying this, actually. Nobody really saying this, but she should drop out. I think she has to drop out, honestly. And usually I wouldn't say that, because I don't like saying, oh yeah, they should drop out, because you don't know what's going to happen. And there are two reasons why I might disagree with me, right? Two reasons. One, the primaries haven't come. We don't know if she'll go back up or just go back down or just stall. We don't know. She could go anywhere. Or reason number two for why you might disagree with me. She's still in fifth place. Out of 19 candidates, she's in fifth place. That's pretty good. But then my counter argument to both of those arguments are, she's going down and there's no sign of it stopping. Every single day, it's not like, okay, today she went a bit up, today she stalled. No, she's just going down every single day by 0.1 to 2%. Some days she goes down by a full percentage, so she's simply going down because, you have Biden constantly in the early 20s, mid 20s, and then you have mid 20s. You have Warren now in the early 20s, and she's going up. You have Bernie in the late teens, around 17, 18%, maybe 19. Buttigieg is at 5, and Kamala Harris is at 4%. Now, mind you, back in January when nobody was really running yet, nobody knew who anybody was, everybody had low support, she was at about 5%. So that means she has never been lower. She's at her lowest point right now. She's going down, she's going down, and she's going down. She's not stopping. She's continuously going down. So that's why I say I think she should drop out. I think her campaign is actually dying. I think it's failing because, a small, downtick is fine. And again, yes, she's in 5th place. That's pretty good. But if we keep going on this track, she's going to end up with the average candidate at under 1%. So yeah, she does have some hardcore support. So I think that she might go down to like 2%. Minimum is 2%. She won't go below that. So yeah, she might, again, worst she does, she goes down to like 2%, 2-3% around there. Because she's at 4, right? So we know that she has some hardcore supporters. A good 2 or 3% of them will keep supporting her. It won't go below that. Again, mark my words, 2 or 3% is the lowest she can go. 2 is the bare minimum. Because she's at 4 right now, and there's no sign of her stopping. Because, yeah, her fall is kind of plateaued a bit. So she was like this at first. Now she's kind of like this. But either way, it's going down. And that's not good. So, again, she's going to end up with the 2%ers. Which right now are just, let me check. She's going to end up with people like Beto O'Rourke, Cory Booker, although he's kind of low right now. Yeah, she's going to end up with Cory Booker and Beto O'Rourke, people like that. And Andrew Yang, although he would actually, she's about to go below Andrew Yang himself. He's at 3.6%, she's at 4.6%. So just one more, she's going to go down. 1 more percent down and she's going to die. I'm sorry I'm saying the word die, but it's just the truth. Because going down this track, you end up with the so-called irrelevant candidates. She will become irrelevant. So she's doomed. I think she should drop out. I'm suggesting that. I usually don't do that. Who else should drop out? Well, probably Cory Booker, because it's so weird. He was plateaued, right? I brought 2.6%, 2.7, 2.8, 2.5 around there, and now he is at exactly 1% low, so below. So he was like this. At the beginning of the race, he was like this. Then went down, kind of stayed the same, and then this happened in the last few days. What the heck? I don't know why it's happening. That just happened. And again, if you look back at the map, you have Kamala Harris here, you have Pete Buttigieg Brown, and again, she went below him. Andrew Yang is not too far behind. So, Beto O'Rourke actually had it easier because he went down slowly, and he's kind of stayed the same now. He didn't go any farther. I think Beto O'Rourke should drop out because he has high name recognition, so it's not like he's going to be Pete Buttigieg who comes out of nowhere and just gets all the support. So, Beto O'Rourke, I suggest, should drop out. Amy Klobuchar should drop out. Cory Booker should drop out. And Kamala Harris. I think that's it. For all the other decimalers, doesn't sound good. The decimal candidates, I don't have to state the obvious, but I think they should drop out. Although, since you could defend them by saying that since they are unknown, they could spring up any time, like Pete Buttigieg. But yeah, story of the video, Kamala Harris has gone, she has plunged. She has actually fallen multiple stories down. And she is continuously falling with her support. To the point where there's no point of running anymore because everybody knows who you are. You're not going to randomly surge back up, So she should drop out. I really think she should. She's You know, when I actually made my video, my election night video, she was at 4th place at the time. But like one day later, the day after it uploaded, or a few days after it uploaded, people just surpassed her. And now Andrew Yang is just probably a matter of days away from passing her. Because not only he's surging up, but she's surging down. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and bye.